Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here with another episode of Settlement Survival. I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day. In this one, we're gonna do a couple of little thingy doodlers. We got our great temple here. It's making great progress. Look at this, already at 44% collecting all the goods. And remember, we spammed stuff last episode to spin this guy as quickly as we could. We almost got all the gold sand. We almost got all the jade. What we're gonna do with this stuff after the fact, we're gonna try and make some gold roads, and then we can make some jade statues out of these jades. So I think that will be cool. Somebody mentioned in the comments that you can sell the statues in the grocery stores around town. So we're definitely gonna do that. One thing that I'm having a hard time with since the city's so big is finding all that kind of stuff. Like just finding the grocery store in my massive house is a lot. So I wish there was some way I could search. I don't really know how that would work, but anyways. Look at that, we almost have all the late stone we need too. The building kits are going to be our sticking point on this one for sure. So I just had a ship pull up and I traded for some ovens. I don't know what all we can use those for, but I think ovens in the kiln would make sense, so I wanted to check that out. But what I really wanted to focus on was somebody left a very, very good comment where it was really well thought out. It had a bunch of ideas on what we could do with our castle here. And I want to implement some of that stuff. I thought it was great. That's what we're going to be working on a little bit towards this episode. I don't know if we'll finish everything we want to do over here. Probably not. I feel like this will be like an evolving thing for the rest of forever. It looks like I did forget to remove some of my builders camps. So I'm looking over here. I got 0 workers again. So I'm like, where are all my people at? Well, here's another 12 that we can use. I did have a couple of people dying, so they're not being replaced, which is not a good thing, especially when the city's like this big. If we have things falling off, we could collapse the whole deal. So I just wanted to take a quick look in here and let's go and see what we need here. So I had a builder that died of old age. That one's fine, I'm not worried about that. But fat worker, that one might be something that we need to fix. So if we go, I forgot about this. You know what? I haven't used this in a long time. We go over to, where is it? Dude, this is how long I haven't used it for. There, town. So we need to find so look at this, we need 3 more woodcutters, we need 3 more foresters. I think I did have a couple of farmers die out. Yep, so we're going to replace the 2 farmers that are gone. Now I don't want to use all the laborers, remember, so I'll just kind of take an inventory of what we need. We need a couple more water fetchers, apiarists. Yeah, there's a handful. So there are immigrants on our timeline here, so I'm definitely going to pick those guys up. And I'm not worried about the diseases in this one anymore, so that'll be good once we get those people. Oh, what's this going on over here? No workers. Oh. Okay, well, we need that, so we'll do those guys. And that's it. That's it. 9, 8, I said. Okay. So we should have a ton of tech points. We do. We have 4. I do want to complete this tech tree just for the sake of doing so. Upgrade brick kiln. So these bricks, that's what I was talking about. Ovens. That's what I unlocked, so we'll do that. And then upgrade traps. Another thing that I want to do for this playthrough is get all of the seeds, because there's a couple of Steam achievements and that's one of them, is to get all of the seeds. So we'll do that, and we might as well grab the supply station too. Like I said, I don't know if we're going to be doing anything with this. I don't really see the point in it right now, but we can play with the upgrade. The 2 upgrades. We got the bricks, we got the traps. I did throw in another hunter up over here because I was kind of worried about food for a moment, but it seems to be fine. It gets really low right before the harvest season, and then, well, not really low, but low enough to where it caught my attention, and then it gets picked up and it's good to go. So we're at 0 temporary workers again. So this is where we can put the traps. We don't have a ton of these yet. We have 50 because I bought them like probably 50 years ago. Just because. So this can help you obtain the new cubs for the critters that are around town. So this would be a good way to get, like, I don't know, donkey or horses perhaps, or your alpacas, or your buffalo. I was gonna say beavers, but that's not right. But speaking of beavers, so this playthrough is getting kind of old now, guys. Well, basically what I'm gonna ask is, what do you think I should do next? I'm thinking about upping the difficulty in another playthrough of Settlement Survival, or do you want to see a totally different game? We'll just drop Settlement Survival. So that game, like I said, I mentioned beavers. I think it would be Timberborn. If you don't know what that is, it's a city builder just like this, except the people are beavers, and it's kind of interesting. Or do you want to see a mix? I could do like an alternating, we'll do Settlement Survival one day in a new series, and then we'll do Timberborn the next day. So let me know what you think, or if you have a 4th idea, please let me know that as well. If you have some other game that you would like me to play, I would Be super interested to hear what you have to say. Oh, we were gonna work over here, so we do need our temporary workers now. But so that's a thing. But we're gonna do some flattening over here, and I'll leave that for now. I think that'll be okay. And this one I'm gonna leave as well, because if you do this terrain tool over here by the river and you get just a little bit, it like really puts a weird sharp corner into the water and it looks horrible. I think it was the last playthrough that I did that on, and it was bad. Didn't like it at all. So gotta try and avoid that. Ooh, we are getting low on timber. Look at that. It hasn't happened in a while. And our stone, of course, is really low because we've been putting a ton of it into laid stone for our temple that we have going on over here. So the idea here is kind of to make this its own neighborhood, kind of. And we're going to put in a couple other things like our church and our theater, kind of probably on this side. And then we can start building more homes and stuff around this. So I think we'll go ahead and start with that. We'll go with our bathhouse. This can be put out a little bit, let's go over here. We'll fill this side in. And ooh, we have a nice flat part right there. We could do something with the bathhouse right there. And then, ooh, boiler room for sure. If this is going to be houses, we're going to need this guy like right smack in the middle. Go about right here. Okay. Hospital, of course. And we'll put this guy on the other side of this. You know what? I don't want to make this look like look horrible. I like these really thick roads in here. Maybe I'll just do it'll be cool. It'll work out. It'll work out. I'm not worried about it. And then we'll do a church in here as well. And it looks like it will reach on the far side. That's great. And then police station. And then we can run a couple of our, we could do a school academy. We don't really need research institutes anymore. We're almost done with that, which is just crazy. We'll put in an academy as well. This doesn't have to be in that little area. We'll put this guy on the back side of these. How about that? So let's try something. So I've been using the Laidstone road, and this is the Laidstone ground. So this is used to pave Laidstone roads in large areas. And one thing that is different with this is this one says that it increases walk speed by 75%, and this one doesn't have that tooltip. But if you look at how fast these guys go. It's like they hit a turbo when they hit the walk path, and this is the thick one. So I'll bet you that these work the same. I would think that they do. The only difference is that this one you can do 3 wide. So let's do this little neighborhood a little bit differently, and it is in the royal quarter after all. So we'll do something like this, and we'll do that as like kind of the main road that goes in here. And I am gonna go back to this single road to go up this way. And we'll do something like that. And then on this side we have a road as well. So I'm gonna kind of bring this. No, maybe we do this. We'll do this road, and we just extend this guy out this way a little bit. Oops. Do like that. Okay. And then we'll do this, and then this guy can connect here. Okay. Yep. And then, oh, so we're definitely gonna need a marketplace over on this side as well if we're gonna do a residential spot over here. Ooh, we could do a small one. All right, so we'll put the marketplace right in here, little one, like so. It can be on the edge, and then a grocery store, of course. Okay, so once this marketplace gets done, then we can start putting houses in there. But for now, that's what it's gonna be. Something else that we could do over here. We could do some more food, but we really don't need that. But we have the bathhouse we could do in here. I think we have that guy over. Yep, right there. Perfect. Okay. So wine might be fun. So that's one of the suggestions that our friend left us on her channel, is to get some wine going. But we're gonna need some grapes. So I had mentioned that I wanted to do an order for a bunch of seeds, so we could do that. So let's go ahead. We'll look at our seeds, and I think I'll just start going down the list and just grabbing what I don't have, with the exception, of course, of the grapes that I just mentioned. So we'll grab the grapes, and I think I'll be able to do this. I probably should be spending this money on our temple, but you know, I'm just gonna go down the list, and we'll get some new seeds going. And of course that means we're going to need a bunch more plantations, and we can do that as well. So it looks like there's our limit, 81,000 on seeds. So there's quite a few more to get, but not that many. We got a good chunk all the way. So we'll put that order in, get a bunch of seeds. We got our immigrants on the way. We're still at 0 temporary workers. Oh boy, we're gonna have a lot of problems, I feel like, guys. Without replacing some of these people that are dying, we're gonna have some issues. So once these immigrants get in here, hopefully it should be, I think the last batch of immigrants was like 44. This should be like 40, at least 40. So that would be great. We really need it. And then we have a merchant ship on the way, and then an extreme cold. So this is where it gets to be, you know, -70 again. That happens a lot, it seems like. And then I think I'm gonna take out this mountain over here, like so. Maybe on this end we do that kind of same thing, and we do like a 3 thick path out this way, like this. So it's got to be 2 because we have that one over there, of course. And we'll do that. So this is taking up our laid stone as well. You can see that little x34 times 34. So we're using up a little bit of our laid stone, but that's okay. We have a ton of laid stone right now, and our temple's almost done anyway. So okay, we'll get that started. And then so we wanted to do some grapes, we said. So that means we're gonna need a plantation, and we can go. Do we want to do it on this main road? Maybe we branch out. Looks like our seeds have arrived. That's great. Let's branch out and we'll go like this. And we'll start to build the plantations over here. We'll go like that. And we'll do, since we have so many foods now, I don't want to do it. I don't want to just go crazy and just put a bunch more plantations in. We already have that happening. So we'll only do 3 for now. That could be our grapes. And then we can start to put in production for that. So that's going to be, it's probably under treasure, isn't it? Yeah. So we could do a winery and make we're going to need 2, it looks like. So we're going to need 1 for our spirits and 1 for the wine itself. So we'll go like this, and we'll kind of just go laid stone in here. I'm trying to get a little bit more creative with my road work, if you haven't been able to tell here in this instance. You know, it's cool to, you know, have, if like this is kind of boring over here, right? It's just row after row after row after row, and it looks the same, and it's efficient, and it works okay. Well, it's kind of efficient, but depending on what we're talking about. And it works okay, but it's not the greatest looking thing. So let's try and change it up. And then if we do another settlement survival playthrough, I'm gonna try a couple different methods. So I was watching our friend APH Gaming, and he was doing houses like this, where you had a 2x2, and then it's surrounded, and then this is repeated like throughout his whole entire town. So you do 3 more here, and then have another road, and then 2 more, and then another road, 2 more, and then another road. So I'm gonna give that a go, see how that works. If you want to see what I'm talking about, I will link APH's channel in the description, and you can go check him out too. He's got a lot of good city builder stuff, and he's helped us immensely in a couple of live streams, and in comments and stuff. So he's great. So give him a look. So okay, we got our wineries coming in, and we're going to need, what else? Okay, we're gonna need a kiln for glass and for glass bottles. So that means we're gonna need production, we're gonna need ore, we're going to need kiln. Okay, and we'll do one like so, and we'll do one right across the road like that. And then maybe we'll do a, oh, I was gonna put a flower bed in there. Can't quite work. Well, I guess it would work. But then it's on the seam of the, I'm doing it. I like that. I'm doing it. We'll put it there. Okay, what else do we got going on here? Another technology point. Okay, that's good. Oh, our citizens, our immigrants. Oh, I almost forgot about them. 42 immigrants. Great. We need those guys real badly. Oh, almost forgot. Okay, this guy's got a plague. So 41 citizens are homeless. Wow, that happened. Oh, that's because it's the new batch of citizens that came in. Okay, sweet. Look at that. Went right to the hospital, getting fixed up. Oh, it's so great. So great to not have to worry about that. It's still a little scary when you see immigrants arrive and they have problems like that. So already we've lost like 10 of those people that just came in. So this is gonna be a project. It's gonna happen. Oh, it's gonna take a while because we don't have any people all of a sudden. Where'd all my people go? I think I got a little bit too crazy with the buildings and stuff that I was putting in, and I think that's part of my problem, but that's okay. We're making moves, we're getting places. Okay, so that stuff is going to take a moment to get. This guy lost its worker. Let's take a moment and we'll go here. Okay, so we do have 2 more tech points, so we're almost done here. We have everything except for trade done. So we have Dig River. I don't think I can get this. Oh, okay, we can get that. That's a Dig River. We don't have enough traps, so we can't do that. That might be something that we put in another blacksmith for and try those out, because I haven't done that before, so we can give that a go. So it looks like we only have trade left. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 points. That's all we need. And we only need 3 more actually, because we have one already. So that's crazy. It's great. So let's go ahead and we'll get sea transportation. They're more willing to do business with your townships at the ferry and dock carry a wide variety of items. Grab that. That's a passive, so we don't have to build anything, so that'll work. Pretty fantastic. New livestock acquired. Ooh, okay, we got turkeys. Look at this stuff's filling in quite nicely. Nice. Okay, we have a merchant ship that just pulled up. Are there anything? Ooh, the toolkits are quite tempting. Let's do that. Pause the game, so our ship doesn't pull away on us. So we're gonna go with some toolkits. We can get 150 toolkits. I don't want to spend all our silver coins. Do the transaction. There we go. We got a bunch more toolkits on the way, and those, of course, are going to be for well, they'll probably be for a bunch of other buildings, but I was hoping that they would be for the Great Temple because we still need a bunch of those guys. So, oh, it looks like we do have the stock of gold and of jade, so that's great. Still working on Ladestone, still working on building kits. All right, our plantations are done over here, but because of our low worker count, I think I'm going to only use the 1 for now, and upgrade. And we're going to start with our grapes. We'll get some grapes started over here. Did I not? I know I grabbed grapes, dude. I'm going to guess orchard. We can use the orchard for grapes. So it looks like this road would be about right here. We'll go about right here, and then we can go a 10 by 10 like so. There's our grapes. We'll probably need a little bit more than that, but we'll just start with that. I'm going to turn off all 3 plantations now. Since we know that's not where grapes live, we'll just hold off for now. I definitely want to do that stuff, but can't really yet. Man, it sucks being restricted by the citizens. We were just so, I feel like I was so frivolous for such a long time on the things that I was just I overdid it a little bit, but that's okay. We learned, maybe. So we could do a couple more houses up this way as well, and just kind of, oh yeah, we got space. Look at all this. All right, so I'm gonna plop in some houses over here, and I put in the houses and step back to look at my work, and then I realized that that's kind of pointless because look at how many open houses we have. We have a ton of open houses, so it's just, I think our happiness is kind of low right now. Well, it's relatively low from what it has been, and it's been like that for a couple episodes, and I've been trying to incorporate other things to try and boost that a little bit, but it's not working very well. So the procreation rate I think is low. Yeah, 37%. It's not great. So it's better than nothing, but it's slow. We did have 20 births in one season, which was crazy. So yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, these guys are pointless right now. Man, it really stinks to be put on hold on it just because of our citizens like this. So let's go ahead and we'll just get this stuff set up at least. We'll go with oats since we have tons. We should have tons of oats. 9,000. Ooh, do we have anything that's higher than that? Oh, look at that, 21,000 potatoes. Okay, we'll do potatoes. And then we needed to go here and go with wine. So we needed glass bottles as well. That's gonna take a second for these guys because they need that stone. And yep, and we're totally out of stone because of our castle or our great temple over here, but that's okay. Maybe we could back off one of these guys over here. Lack of raw materials. What do you mean? So I'm gonna destroy some of these things. We don't need all 5 of these now, I don't think. So that'll also give us back some temporary workers to replace some people who die. I want my laborers too, and it's about to get cold, so that's gonna stink. These aren't operating, and it doesn't make sense to have this operating if nobody's over there. So if you click on this, I know that it highlights our other grocery stores around town. Let's see. Yeah, here's one. Okay, great. So I am making sales in here, but I'm really bad at knowing what goes in here. You know, I'm thinking, well, okay, the citizens could find this tea and maybe they want to have some tea, or maybe they want some salt on their french fries or something, you know? So, or backpack. I don't know how this works. So if you do know, like, is there a list of things that are valid to put in here? Let me know, please. So I did see that the iron statues are going to work, so we could do 25 iron statues in here. Oop, I would do that backwards. Oh, like that. And apparently that these sell, so we'll see. Keep our eyes peeled and see if some of those go. Well, I think that's going to be this episode. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. It looks like we got our orchard ready to roll, so we will select our grapevine, but can't turn it on. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the next episode of Settlement Survival.